Hey, I just want to take this second to address this whole thing about the Uncle Tom situation. And the only reason I'm addressing this because I've been talking to people for years. I was saying that in the black community, Uncle Tom is considered like a sellout, someone who's against the black people. But the problem is I've actually read the book Uncle Tom's Cabin twice. And if you've actually read the book, you would know that's total misconception of who he is. And I think it's just in the black community, he's considered as being a bad person. But I think the problem is the way he went about trying to help black people. Because Uncle Tom, if you actually read the book, he was the guy who would take cotton out of his bale to give to other black people so they wouldn't get whipped. Or I remember he took a whipping for a black person, almost killed himself. He's an old man. Took a whipping for another black person so they wouldn't get whipped. I think it was a woman. It was a while ago I read it, but I read it twice. But it was a while ago when I read it. But yeah, it was. I mean, he was actually not a sellout at all. But the sad part about it is, it's something that's been spread through the black community. Uncle Tom is a bad person, and it's not really important to the fact that it's gonna hurt or help the black community. It's just the fact that we actually have, most black people probably have never even read that book, but are just going on what's been passed down to us, and that becomes a problem with other things. But the only reason I'm just addressing this part about it because I was watching the brother today, and he's actually confirmed what I've been saying for years is most black people haven't read that book, but we could consider each other as Uncle Tom when we sell out. But it was just the way he went about it. He was real meek. He wasn't a scream, I'm going to get a gun. He's not a Nat Turner. He's not going to rebel. But he was real subtle in his way he tried to protect black people. And I think the way he was submissive to the white man because he just knew he couldn't win that war, but he was going to try to help as many black people as he could. I mean, we could see from black people who actually did fight back, it wasn't, Nat Turner was not wrong. A lot of people died. A lot of family members died. A lot of people died from him trying to fight back. So he just took a different approach. It's like a Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. I'm more of a Malcolm X. I believe in like those people hurting you, and you got to stand up for yourself. But I can see Martin Luther King's side of it as well because we fight back. They have a whole military. We're not gonna win that war. Yeah, we could die honorable like in the 300 movie, but I guess he saw more of a future of it. Like we're not gonna win that war. So it's like, I think because he was so humble, Uncle Tom, he was so humble in his approach of white people, like he didn't run away because he felt like more people would be hurt if he ran away or even himself being hurt. And if he's gone, he had a position, even as a slave, where they trusted Uncle Tom. So he could help black people. He got himself hurt trying to help black people. So it's just the way he approached it. I think they looked at him as weak, that he was submissive to white people. But it's sometimes you can be so strategic in what you're doing that people don't understand your strategy, that they take it as weakness or they take you as being too bold. But in the end, you see the bigger picture of what you're doing, but they don't see it until the end of it. They're like, oh, wow, that's what he was doing. So basically all I was saying is Uncle Tom was not what we call a sellout. He was not against the black people. He helped more black people in that book than other black people did. It's just, before you go around calling black people Uncle Tom, at least read the book. Because if you read the book, black people, I know we're way smarter than that. We would never come to the conclusion that he's a sellout if we actually read the book.